Hello, dear Acarist. A study about the use of Tubifex, where the Tubifex can be, how can I say, be eliminating from Aeromonas bacteria. Because we know Tubifex has a risk of introducing infections to the fish. Because Tubifex can carry pathogenic bacteria or parasites or other things. And here this specific study was done. How can we eliminate pathogenic bacteria? And they used Aeromonas septicemia to check if it was possible to eliminate those bacteria from Tubifex before it has been fed to fish. And here the fish that has been used were Pangasius in a culture system. And I know many of us are using still Tubifex. And some people, well, leave the Tubifex for a couple of days, washing it out and cleaning it. So all the dirt is out. So they are pure Tubifex worms. But still, there can be a risk of pathogens that are carried by the Tubifex. And I want to share with you here the findings of this study and the experiment that has been done with the use of formalin. And I give you the aims here of the study in yellow. This study aimed to evaluate the effectiveness of formalin in suppressing Aeromonas hydrophila in Tubifex worms, which are used as a natural feed for larval catfish Pangasius in this study. The research was conducted in two phases: in vitro, that means in the laboratory, and in vivo assays, that means on real catfish from the farm, and to see how the catfish Pangasius survived or did well. And the result of the study was that it demonstrated that 400 parts per million formalin concentration was effective in inhibiting the growth of Aeromonas. And the treatment, which was done by 2 rinses following an immersion in 400 ppm formalin, so the Tubifex were immersed, significantly reduced the toxic effect of formalin on the Tubifex worm as a natural feed. So the worms were not killed and the Aeromonas were inhibited. So they showed also that it improved also the survival rate of the catfish, because some of the catfish were suffering from a bacterial infection, Aeromonas. So they had, in general, reaching a large percentage rate, 44, over a 14-day rearing period. So this is the basic idea of using formalin on the Tubifex worm and rinsing it out twice. And the details are listed in this article: the introduction, the methods, the assay in vitro and in vivo. So they treated different parts to see if there was inhibition in the plates. So a lot of interesting material if you want to know more about it. Go for it yourself. I will give the link below of the article if you want to learn more about it. But it's something interesting to understand that the use of formalin can be interesting to eliminate bacteria from the Tubifex. Maybe also some parasites. I don't know. It's not studied in this article. So these are the conclusions then made, like I said before, that this method was not so toxic to the Tubifex worms and it inhibited the growth of the Aeromonas. So this is something I wanted to share with you, and I hoped it teach you a lesson that you can use Tubifex on a safe way, particularly for breeders, an important message. Thank you for watching.